Hello YouTube. So today's a little bit different video than usual. Taking a little break from the gym content, and I'm going to be showing you guys some backpacking content. Today we're at Wayne National Forest. We're hiking the Wildcat Hollow Trail, about 16 miles. Not really hiking, but more backpacking. Going to be staying overnight tonight, a little tent camping. So yeah, let's bring you along. A little backstory behind Wildcat Hollow. It is an old kind of mining kind of country, and just sort of some cool sights here to see. So yeah, let's get to it. So the goal for today's hiking part of it is around 8 miles. The trail in general is more like 15 to 16, so kind of the 8-mile mark is kind of the halfway. So we're gonna try there. Also have a fishing rod on me, so there's these little kind of ponds scattered around the trail. I'm gonna try to hit up at least 2 or 3 today. I'm not gonna spend too long on them just because I don't want to be arriving at camp at like 9 and having to work in the dark. So I think I'm gonna probably do everything I want up until then, but I think I'm gonna try to set up camp at least around 6. So really 4 hours of walking, and I would say like 2 hours total fishing. So I'll update you guys when I start to see some cool stuff. I know there is some abandoned like well yeah, actually some oil and just some like old mining stuff. When I see that, I'll let you guys know. And then also there is a abandoned, I think, house somewhere on this trail, from what I remember. So I'll update you guys when I see something cool. So here's actually on the trail, you have these set up campsites that people have made. So if I wanted to, I could set up camp here and chill out, but I am trying to establish my own campsite. So we'll see how well we can do that in the future. So I found another cool little campsite, and honestly I find these things really cool, but the fire pit is what got me. Look at that fire pit. They got all these rocks from, usually from the pictures I've seen, this stream all right here is usually pretty full of water. Right now, not really. It's been pretty dry down here. So, but this campsite was just really cool. I fucking love this little campfire that they have, that they built. I'm gonna try to build this, but just like a bit more up the trail if possible. But just saw this, thought it was cool. I'll show you guys. So stop, take a little break on these big giant rocks kind of there here, but nice little view everywhere. I'm gonna sit on the side, starting to actually climb up the mountain, which is kind of nice. A little difficult though, definitely very hot out here. It's about 90 degrees, and I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt, so definitely protects me against the bugs, but not against the heat. I am sweating my ass off out here. But yeah, so taking a little break, probably about getting close to, I'd say, 2 miles in. I'd say I'm walking at maybe a pace of like 2 miles an hour, I'd say. That'd be pretty accurate, just because of coming up, you start to slow down a little bit. But yeah, we're getting somewhere. We're, like I said, keeping really good pace, and like I said, the view is beautiful, especially up through there. Like, oh my gosh, it's just so beautiful up here. I can't. Another little cool campsite I found. It sits up along this little hill right here. It can actually go up there and get a cool little view. So I'm gonna go up there real quick and get that view. Well, I get up here and there's another campsite. I can't blame them. This place is honestly really cool up here. Kind of feels like you're on an island. But was kind of an idiot and climbed all the way up here with my gear on. Right now my gear probably weighs like 50 pounds just because I'm testing out some new things for longer trips. But that's the trail actually down there. And this is all the way up here. This is a really cool view. And honestly, I would stay up here for the night, but I want to kind of cement my own little camp spot. And unfortunately, I took the wrong trail start. I was trying to go kind of backwards through the trail and unfortunately messed up a little bit, but you know, for the most part, we're still all right. There's a little connecting patch that is through the trail, so I'm gonna use that and oh shoot, excuse me, bug in my eye. Gonna kind of connect through there and try to go fish at that pond, and then probably hike a lot more from there. Just a little PSA to you know, watch yourself when you're climbing down. Was trying to get down that hill that we got up for, you just saw in the last clip, and we slipped a little. Kind of can't really see it too much, but yeah, there you go. So slipped a little. We're all good though. Just taking a second, getting some dirt out of my shoes now, and you know, out of my eyes and out of my hands and hair and all that fun stuff. So, but yeah, let's get back to it. So this is kind of the abandoned kind of mining part I was talking about. These are just oil tanks, obviously, but I don't know what that is, but a little cool kind of part to see up here. Maybe we can get up here for a quick look. Quick little meander. I hope these don't break on me. Oh, it's pretty stable. All right, we're good. Ooh, that's caved in. I'm not gonna trust that because it kind of does smell like oil. These possibly are being used, but pretty cool so far, to be honest with you. But about a little over 2 miles in, making really good time. I'm walking honestly at a little bit faster than probably a 2 mile per hour pace. So that is really good news. Trying to find, well, sorry, not trying to find, but we did find this part of the trail right here, which is this little connector between the two kind of trail. So I don't think I'm going to do the total full loop, but I am going to do up to these ponds. I want to go, this trip I wanted to go fishing more. I wanted to actually try to get some fish in these ponds, so I am going to go towards these ponds more. I'm going to camp out near the ponds, kind of do all that. Maybe if I'm really feeling up to it tomorrow, I will go and try to do the full loop. But I'm going to hike most of the loop. Honestly, this kind of part of the loop is just kind of hills, stuff like that. This is the first trail I've ever really been able to, you know, fish on. Not to say that I'm really a newbie to this stuff, but I'm definitely not a pro. So, yeah, we'll keep hiking here. I'm going to take a little break, just kind of chill out. Just so hot out here. Yeah, I'm going to take a little rest break, drink some water, and get right back at it. So some even more of kind of the mining thing. Not really sure what these are. Kind of just look like big burn barrels almost. But I'm not sure if that's oil or what that is. I'm not gonna step in it though. But this is part of some abandoned stuff here. There's some pipes on the ground, kind of running through there. You can see there's actually another one over there. That one looks like it has a lid on. Here, there you go. Kind of over there. Looks pretty cool, to be honest with you. So, you know, pretty cool spot so far. Almost to the little pond I wanted to go to fish. We're almost there. Still kind of heading up like a 2 mile per hour pace. Well, more like 1. To be honest with you, I'm bullshitting you, but just another cool little little thing here. I saw on this one video, this guy was here. He saw an abandoned house. I am trying to find that. I'm not sure where it is. I have a theory. It's kind of along the side of this road that I'm going to be on here soon, but yeah. And then also, I should say, I'm not showing the complete full totality of this trail. My kind of path is a little different than what would normally kind of be there. I am hiking kind of through the short loop and then coming up into the long loop on the east side of it. Just because I want to look at the ponds, I want to try to fish more than I want to kind of walk around the rest of the loop. I just feel like it'd be kind of cool to fish. And I wanted to see some more of this abandoned stuff that's on this side of the trail. So overall, between the 2 days, though, I'll be walking like, I'd say 60% of the trail. So it's a pretty good review I can kind of give you guys, and some sites I can kind of show you, at least the most exciting ones. So, yeah. So a little unfortunate for me. This is kind of all that's here for the water. Supposedly, if I go that way, right up through this stream, there's supposed to be some form of pond. And honestly, when I was walking through, I could not get any visual on really any pond, unfortunately. So this one's kind of ruled out for right now. Really big bummer on that front. But since I've kind of chosen this side of the trail, I'm going to try to go see about these other little 2 ponds that it kind of showed. Probably isn't much, probably just minnows swimming around. But I'm going to try to find something there. If not, tomorrow, honestly, there's a little reservoir nearby. Can go over there, get some quality fishing in, and go from there. So we're just going to kind of keep going for it. I may step on this little main road over here. This all right here is just kind of a road. So I'm going to kind of step up on here, walk back over there, see if I can figure out if that pond is there, and see if there's a spot I can fish at. So I'm going to go double check, but after that, we're kind of cooked. Nice little valley here. And it's just pretty clear, so you can actually see kind of where you're going. This place is just beautiful, though. All right, so have walked about, I'd say, another give or take a mile, maybe, but did find a little campsite. I'm gonna chill out here. It's about like 2:45 to 2:45, 3. I'm gonna sit here for a little bit. Haven't had lunch today, so I'm gonna sit down, have some lunch, chill out for the most part. I'm gonna go to one more pond location that I saw and try to do something with that. Don't really have high hopes on it, to be honest with you. Damn, these bugs are crazy out here today. But don't really have high hopes for it, to be honest with you, just because that first big pond, and the one that I thought had the best chance of actually being something, was just not. So yeah, alrighty, well, let's cook up some lunch. So I ended up finding a little campsite, like I said, and cooking up lunch. Thought I'd show you what I'm eating a little chicken fried rice and Mountain House. Later tonight, I'm gonna try to make little like pizza things with little tortillas. It's gonna be kind of cool. But basically, I have mile and a half to that next pond. I'm kind of debating either going there or just sitting where I'm at for the night. Kind of leaning towards possibly going over there, and if not, there's no other campsites around there, I'm just gonna come back here, spend the night, or honestly just sit here and have fun, spend the night and chillax. So went over to where that pond is supposed to be. Obviously, if you probably guessed that it wasn't there, you would be right. So came all the way back up to the original little camp spot that I was at for lunch. Just walked down real quick. Didn't see much for the pond. Walked down and up. Just didn't see much, and was like, and I also didn't see any other camping spots, kind of pre-made, which, I mean, I can make my own. That's not even really a problem. But honestly, it's just so much nicer to hop in something that's already kind of just pre-made, ready for you. So right now, I'm going to start spending some time on getting my tent all set up and kind of getting ready for everything else. Honestly, I may chill out for a second. Didn't eat just too long ago, so on that kind of front, we're sitting good. We're not hungry. It's a good day. Just gonna kind of sit down and chillax once we get this tent built, because I know I'm gonna just kind of take my time. Not in any rush right now. Mostly because it's like I would say 4:45, 5 o'clock. So yeah, getting down the first part of this, going to that little pond, absolutely is just straight downhill, and getting back up it sucks, I'm not gonna lie. So very tired, but day one so far really good. Tomorrow we have about a 4-mile hike out of here. This trip was kind of still backpacking, testing out some things, and then also I really wanted to fish. I haven't really been fishing this year, so I'm not really gonna waste a lot of time out here. Tomorrow I'm just gonna go kind of straight to the reservoir and fish for an hour or two, just because I have a bit of a long drive home from here. That's the only, I'd say, bad part about coming to this place is just the drive, but that's obviously, I live just far away. It's just how it is. I can't really control that. So yeah, so we're gonna go set up the tent, figure all that stuff out, and try not to be sweaty anymore, because this kind of sucks. All right, so a little bit of an update. Been kind of chilling around for a little bit. Did in that meantime get the fire at least ready for us. Some just wood over there. I'm not gonna have a fire for very long tonight, just because it's already gonna be pretty hot. I'm not gonna want it for too long, and honestly, I am a bit whipped, so I think I'm gonna go to bed pretty early. Got the tent out and everything. Just kind of chilling over here, sort of in the shade a little bit, so I'm hoping it'll kind of cool everything down and make sleeping bearable at night for me. But yeah, just kind of been chilling around. Haven't really done too much. Just kind of enjoying nature. I've literally just been sitting here in this chair, and just kind of enjoying nature. And honestly, I've been sitting here and just like listening to the sounds. It's kind of cool to hear how alive this place is, with just kind of being in it. So yeah, fire soon, and then I think I'm gonna sign off for bed. and tomorrow maybe catch a few fish. We'll see. So, little update. Forgot to film dinner for you guys, but I made like these little kind of pizza things. They were kind of cool. Made them by the fire. Set the fire out by now. Not using it anymore just because of how dry it is. I don't really want to let it run. Paddling to just sit there and smolder could catch something on fire. So set that out, and now just kind of laying in the tent, chillaxing. I've been reading a little bit. Didn't really get a lot of sleep last night in my own bed, so I think tonight I am going to hit the hay early and probably just get up pretty early and get out of here. So that's it. Good night, y'all. Morning, everyone. Day 2 now. About to go make some breakfast. We got some scrambled eggs, little Mountain House meal, and then I got some coffee I'm gonna make along with it. But plan for today, I said I wanted to try to find that like abandoned, it's actually an abandoned schoolhouse, not a house. If I would have kept going down the trail I was yesterday, I actually would have ran into it pretty quickly. So plan for today is to go back to that connector between the, it's technically the short loop, but it connects onto the long loop. So plan is go back, hit the connector, and then go that road, see the abandoned schoolhouse, see what's going on there, and then probably just walk back and head over to the reservoir, start some fishing. So it's around 9:20. Took my time eating and taking everything down, but all packed up, no more tent. I did the honors of refilling, at least just put some starter stuff in there, some sticks, and at least a little leftover wood from last night right there. But yeah, we're all ready to go. So like I said, we're gonna go try to find that abandoned schoolhouse, which is gonna be a bit of a walk. Should probably be about half a mile, not half a mile, sorry, 1.5 miles to about 2, if I had to guess. So and then after that, we're just gonna walk back through that beginning trail and just quickly head over to that reservoir. I had a little change of plans, got down about to the point of the mix of the long and short trail. I decided I'm just gonna finish out where the long trail ends, which both the long trail and the short trail both share the, excuse me here, bug flew in my eye. Both share the long and like same trailhead, sorry. And I decided I just want to see a bit more of the trail, so I'm gonna walk the rest of that, and then I am going to ride over to that schoolhouse and we'll check it out. Felt like I was doing track there, had to hurdle these motherfuckers. Trees right now and everything is just absolutely beautiful out here. Cannot ask to be in a better place. This is a little less than optimal. To show this camping spot, because not only do you have this gigantic fire pit, you have this one too, and then your lookout kind of down into the valley here is absolutely amazing. So another reason to come to this trail is they just have really cool stuff like this that honestly, if I would have found this earlier, I would have camped here last night. This is beautiful. And we are out. So we are finally here. This is the old abandoned schoolhouse that is actually here. I see some writing on the wall, so there might be some bad writing. Ooh, this is really not in great shape. I will. Look at this. This is not not very in shape, to be honest with you. See a bunch of flies down there. Probably something dead. So let me try to. Oh, there we go. This is cool. Everyone's kind of written their names. So you have a very old piano. Not in the greatest shape, I will say. But kind of roots coming in a little bit. But overall, pretty cool. If I had to say so myself, didn't expect to see a bando in here. On this trail, at least. I was kind of excited when I saw it for the first time. So, yeah, that's like I said, this is an abandoned one-room schoolhouse. So, yeah, pretty cool. I would love to see what this thing looked like in its prime, especially. I think it would be pretty cool to see, but right now, it's just kind of hidden. I honestly drove past it the first time. I didn't even see it. Because it's just kind of hidden. It hides in so well. Yeah, like I said, I would love to see what this thing actually used to look like back in the day. But yeah, there it is for you. All right, so I wanted to give you my kind of overall review of Wayne National Forest and specifically the Wildcat Hollow Trail. Honestly, really easy trail. So if you're a beginner, this trail is pretty easy. You can do between probably 2 days if you're really wanting to go at it, or like you can do 3. It's honestly that 15-mile trail in total. I didn't show all of the trail and I didn't walk all of the trail. I kind of did my own route because I was looking to, like I've said multiple times in this video, fish. So for me, I kind of adjusted my route, but I saw a pretty good amount of it. And yeah, so you could, if you're a beginner, you could honestly make this in like 2 or 3 days. Not really too hard of a trail. There's some steep elevation climbs at sometimes, but honestly, nothing too crazy. The trail is very beautiful though. It is stupidly beautiful. You know, so just walking and like hearing the birds, seeing the wildlife around is really cool. Camping wise, you know, kind of on that aspect of it, not too shabby. My campsite was pretty nice. There is a bunch of those campsites littered around the trail, from what I can kind of see and know. With that, you can also have like fires at those campsites, which is really cool. And you don't have to stay at those campsites. I just did it because it was much easier. It's just a much easier thing to do. You can set your own campsite up. Like I said, you can actually have campfires on the trail, which is really cool. The past trails I've hiked at and backpacked at haven't had that, which is kind of a unique feature. You can actually also hunt in there too, what I found out. So that trail is pretty laid back on the rules. Like you can do a lot in there, so it's pretty fun. I didn't show it, but I built like a little wood holder for the next person, just to have fun and, you know, mess around. So overall, I'm gonna give Wildcat Hollow, I would say honestly, a 9 out of 10. It was a really cool experience. Loved sitting there, loved the views, everything was great. My only complaints was really just, and it's not really a complaint, it's just kind of, I came here at an unfortunate time. I couldn't go fishing at any of those like small little ponds I was kind of looking for. So that kind of sucked, but it's just been really hot around here, so I can't really control that. So next year I'm gonna have to pick a bit better time to come instead of just August, really hot. Pick a more time that there's more, you know, obviously water around, and I think it would have been a little cooler to see all the streams and stuff filled with water, but it is what it is. Overall, trail was really cool. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.